So hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. We are here for February's messages. I'm going to be using my Vice Versa Tarot and my Shadowscape Tarot to get some insights for you and the energies for this month. Please keep in mind, if it doesn't resonate for whatever reason, you can watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, whatever it is that may resonate more with you depending on where your alignment is. Also, I always recommend watching each of the 12 signs and seeing how the energies may pertain to the house in which that sign rules for you in your birth chart, okay? It'll give you some additional interesting insight to view them that way. Also, there is going to be a separate video called Ophiuchus for guidance. Okay, so each of the signs can have guidance moving forward. That will be in a separate video. So I hope you check it out after you're through with this one. All right, so without further ado, thank you for joining. Drop a like, leave comments, let me know if they resonate, and we are going to get right into your message. All right, Leo energies. Spirit, please. What is going on in February for Leo energy? What is going on in February for Leo and Leo energies? Insight, please. Ooh. We've got the Hanged Man, 3 of Wands reversed. Two of Coins reversed. One more. And the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. Top of the deck is the 3 of Swords, back face. All right, Leo. I feel with this energy being on the top and bottom, mind you, the Empress is underneath Temperance in the back face. And this symbol, for those of you who don't know, it's the Hebrew symbol for Daleth, and Daleth means door. I'm feeling as if, Leo, that there's obviously some alchemizing going on within the self, recognizing things about yourself that hold no real value to you, or they don't benefit you in the way that you're using them or presenting these facets of yourself. And I think that if you're sitting there wondering why, you know, because figure on the card is staring at the shield, and the shield is the heart stabbed 3 times over. I think you've been through a lot. I think you're looking at all that you've been through in general that's gotten you to where you are. And I'm feeling like there's a certain amount of truth behind the pain. Like when we cry It's because our ego is being humbled, because we cry for two reasons, either extreme happiness or extreme joy. And either way, our ego is humbled because we didn't expect the extreme happiness or we didn't expect the extreme sadness, right? So I'm feeling that with these cards, there's a certain amount of reflection on why you've been sad in the past, or what it is that you cry over. You might need to work on your hair, because that person's hair is a mess. I'm just saying, you might need to pay attention to yourself and give yourself some love, you know what I mean? And actually showcase the fact that you take pride in the way you present. You know, the outer is a reflection of the inner. And so if you're not proud of your energy on the inside, you're not going to take pride in how you appear on the outside. And that's just Leo, right? That's a Leo thing. So keep that in mind. If you're not taking good care of yourself and presenting put together, it's because you're not. You may need to work on some things. You may need to seriously work on some things. Taking the not so beautiful parts of you, right? The lead. And really taking the time to transform that experience of the lead to create some kind of golden energy with yourself so that you can open doors that were maybe locked to you before. You may also want to watch Sagittarius's reading, because Temperance is there right on the bottom of the deck. If you have strong Sag placements in your chart, or there's a particular house in which Sag rules, you might want to pay attention. Now these cards here, we've got the Hanged Man, back face, 3 of Wands reversed in the back face, 2 of Coins reversed in the back face, and the 2 of Wands. This card came out in, I believe, Taurus's reading. Might have been Taurus's reading, so it might be like a fixed sign thing. But this Hanged Man energy, there's a little snake whispering in the Hanged Man's ear, and there's the little sickle here, and the mask cracked in half, and these 2 figures standing in front of, you know, the Hanged Man here, and they're kind of talking, they're looking up at the stars, they're trying to figure out how to get the Hanged Man down. But the snake right here whispering in the Hanged Man's ear is saying, they're standing right there and they're not helping you. They're right there. They're not helping you. They're not your friends. You know what I mean? Like, that's the conversation going on with the shadows inside your mind. I need this help and people aren't helping me. They see that I'm struggling, or they see this and they're not helping me. And the fact of the reality is the 2 figures here can't actually see from their perspective that the sickle is there. Because from their perspective, the Hanged Man's there hanging by his foot, but they can't see anything. It's behind here. I think that the shadows in your mind are making you believe that other people are meant to help you, when the reality is you got yourself up there somehow. You got yourself up there somehow. And it's not their job. You know, those people out there that want to help you but don't know how to help you, because the solution is not within them. If they were meant to help you, they would have the solution. But they don't have the solution. The reality is that little snake over there can definitely weasel its way to the sickle and slither on up and put it right in your hands. You can cut yourself loose. Your shadows, your demons are not helping you. Your shadows, your demons, the snake knows the sickle's there. The snake can clearly see it from where the snake is. The snake can see it clearly, what the solution is. But your demons are not helping you. It's not that other people aren't helping you. Your demons aren't. Your shadows aren't. If you got yourself up there, you're going to have to get yourself out. You're going to have to get yourself down. The Three of Wands, back faced and reverse, because this face is coming out of the dark woods. This face is looking at the horizon, and it's super dry desert, right? Super dry desert. And it's in reverse, and it's almost like this unwillingness to take the journey to loving the self through the hard stuff. Because the desert is no water. There's no love, right? It's dry. It's arid. It's loveless. I think that you're in a position where you really have to love yourself, even with the Two of Coins reversed in this face. Like in this face, the Two of Coins is juggling things and they can't see the ship coming in because they're distracted. In this face, they're putting on a show for different people. Putting on one show for this crowd, putting on another show for that crowd. And in this face, it's asking you to stop performing. Stop performing. What do you give a fuck what these people or those people think? It's not about what these people or those people think. Like, you don't do your hair for those people or these people. You do it for yourself. You do it for yourself. Because you look beautiful or handsome when you take care of yourself. You don't do it for them. You do it for you. Stop feeling like you're putting on a show. Or that you need to pretend, right? Because the mask that's broken here probably has a lot to do with why you got up here in the first place. A part of you, Leo, honestly, because you're thinking about a new manifestation. You're thinking about the gold, right? It's levitating right above your hand, but it's not in your hand, okay? And you've got this lion attached to the environment that's roaring at you from behind. It's roaring at you. The environment, the situation that you're in, whatever it is, it's roaring from behind. And you're looking to this dawn. That's what you're looking at. But all you can hear is the fucking roaring. The fucking chaos in the other room, so to speak. I think, honest to God, Leo, I think you're feeling like a fraud. Doesn't mean you are, but I think you're feeling a little bit like a fucking phony. In February, other people see I'm struggling and they're not helping me. They don't know how to help you and it's not their job to help you. I don't want to move forward into a situation where there's no water, there's no love. I'm afraid to take the first step forward into what is potentially dry and arid. The inner journey, right? The inner journey. And I don't want to keep performing like a fucking monkey. Like, I'm not a part of the circus. You might be in the circus. You might very well be in the circus. But you are not a monkey. And you're performing like one. You're hanging out with the fucking monkeys. Putting on a show for the monkeys like the monkeys are important. The ringmaster does not perform with the monkeys. The monkeys perform in regards to what the ringmaster has trained them to do. But you are not a monkey. If your appearance has fallen apart, if you have gone to the wayside, if you have let yourself go, if you literally look like a fucking mess, it's because you're too busy performing with the fucking monkeys and the clowns. And I think your environment is screaming at you, just screaming at you to get the fuck out the circus, so to speak. Like, you are not a court jester. You are not a clown. You're performing like a clown, and you know you shouldn't be. Clarify each of these, please, for me, Spirit. The Hanged Man, the Three of Wands, the Two of Coins, and the Two of Wands. Really, multiple threes and multiple twos, because that Three of Swords, the Hanged Man is 12, breaks down to a 3, the Three of Wands, and then double twos. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, every time, it might be like every time you ask for help, someone gets defensive. You might be like, help me, please, and they get fucking defensive. It could be vice versa, too. Like, someone else could be asking you for help and you get defensive. Like, this is... It is not the same. Like, there's a badger here. And then a fox who is guarding the other little children foxes back here. That is some serious conflict. Every time someone asks for help, someone else is getting defensive. They have excuses why they can't, or they're like, back off. They can't help you. The solution's not outside of yourself. The solution's not in who is around you. And if you're in the fucking circus surrounded by fucking monkeys and clowns, yeah, they can't help you. They're just monkeys. They're just fucking clowns. Three of Wands reverse, Six of Cups. You may be afraid to walk towards a soulmate. A past soulmate with the Six of Cups. Because the Six of Cups speaks of nostalgia or times that have passed. It's like she's setting up a little tea party, like she's setting the table. She's, you know, prepared the tea and cooked the food and whatever. There's an abundance of fish flowing through the river, so it may have been more financially secure at one point with this person. Or they may be more financially stable now. But I think a part of you is afraid to move towards a soulmate, romantic or otherwise, that it's like they moved on away from the circus. Like this card here, right? Getting out of the woods. This person is in the woods. And the woods are apparently filled with resource, filled with everything that you need. And you're looking at a desert. You're like, I don't want to go across the desert. I don't want to go across the desert. And yet, you haven't moved back and said, fuck it, I'm staying with the soulmate. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the woods. It's lush, it's full, it's teeming with life. Yeah, you're getting called to stop performing. That Judgment card on the Two of Coins reversed, you're getting called to stop performing. You're putting on an act that you know you don't want to put on or can't continue to put on. The Three of Swords. Yeah, the reality, that fucking screaming chaos, right? Whether it's in your head or literally in your reality, it's heartbreaking. It's a Three of Swords. It's the stabbed swan. It's grace and flow and mercy for the self. It's all that is beautiful, right? The vibration of the swan. That's why the gold's not in your hand. It's floating above your hand. It's an option, but it's not yours. You haven't claimed it. You haven't reached up to claim it. Ten of Wands on the bottom. Hierophant on top. You committed yourself to burden, Leo. The Hierophant's Taurean energy. You might be really stubborn or have a significant Taurian ruled house. At the end of the day, you're carrying the burden quite potentially of a home, because this specific Ten of Wands is carrying up, it's the figure here is literally carrying the castle. The Emperor is under that, with temperance again under that. You need to alchemize the way you do things. You think, you know, there's this ego that thinks it can do it all. I can do it all. I could do it by myself. I can hold it up. I can hold it up. But it fucking sucks. Being the one to hold it all up. Being the pillar that keeps the tent of the circus going. I think you've been through a lot, Leo. I think you have legit been through a lot. But if you continue on this path, you're going to keep going through a lot. You're going to keep going through a lot. I think the path you're looking at is fucking desolate. I think the path you're looking at is desolate, and you don't want to go that path, and yet I think you're at a choice. I think you're at a choice, especially with the extra twos down here. Like, I think you're at a choice where you really have to just really, even the Judgment card is 20, that's 2-0, and the Three of Swords, like twos and threes. You have to make a choice to ascend. You have to make the choice to ascend. Otherwise, this energy is going to stay stuck right here. You're going to be hating that no one's helping you when you need help, and they're going to get defensive every time you ask. You might need to move back towards a sacred soulmate, romantic or otherwise. You're definitely being called to do that. I don't think you could deny the fact that you're being called to do that. I think you might be stubborn. Pride might definitely be in the way. But I'm telling you right now, the outer is a reflection of your inner. If your outer is chaos, if your outer is fucking monkeys and clowns, it's because you're acting like a monkey and a clown in your own head. Your pride is getting in the way. Your ego might be getting in the way. And you're putting on this act that it's not fucking benefiting you. So, Leo, I will catch you in Ophiuchus say.